Hello, everyone. I am Dave, the prayer guy. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it. I hope that this video and my previous ones have been an encouragement or are an encouragement to you. So after you're done watching this one and you are encouraged, definitely go ahead and check out my other ones and kind of learn about what missional prayer is and some reminders about how we can kind of think more missionally as we're praying. And really all this is it's fueling God's mission with prayer. And it's really focusing our prayers through the lens of God's mission and really everything that we do. And I believe God's mission is the making of new disciples and the growing of current disciples, that it is both. And so sometimes, I talk about stuff on here like the pillars of Lent. I'm in a series. I'm in a series, and this is the last video of the series of about the 4 pillars of Lent because we're in the season of Lent right now. I talked about prayer, sacrifice, and fasting. And sometimes, I do a video that's more about how to grow in our faith because the more we grow in our faith, the more likely we're going to share our faith with others. The more likely we're going to have a testimony of God's power in our life that others could see, and hopefully others will go, I want what that person has. And so, because it's both evangelism and it's both discipleship. And so, so today, the last pillar I'm going to talk about is almsgiving. All right. So, Jesus talked a lot about money. And some of that, probably most of it, was about giving our money away. And one of the things that he suggests that, we can spend time building treasures on earth, but he really suggests that we build treasures in heaven. And so, really, we need to ask ourselves and go to God in prayer, how can we use money to advance God's kingdom? Because advancing God's kingdom, it's going to take resources. And some of the resources is money. And of course, some of the resources is our time, but it's money. So ask God, how can I use my money to advance your kingdom? Because giving, and I will say this, giving not only helps to advance his kingdom, helps somebody become saved. When I send off my support money to not Campus Crusade anymore, it's called Crew and Ratio Christio, I am saying that I believe in that mission, and it's helping that mission go forward for students at the University of Maine to become saved, to come to the saving knowledge of Jesus. But it also helps me, it helps the giver as well. It allows us to learn how to trust God. So the more we give, the more we're telling God, this is your money, and I know you're still going to provide for me. It's one of those discipleship things we got to give, that in some ways it's a prayer. It's saying, God, help out this organization, help out my church. Are you giving to your church as an act of prayer? um, are you giving to help the poor to see relief? And so this is all about kind of us learning to trust God, and also saying that we want to be involved in what God is doing. Yeah, like I said, giving is also like prayer. It's letting God know where you want him to work. So pray about how to give your money to advance God's kingdom, to be a good steward of your money. Keep praying about it. And it's not about the amount, it is about your heart. You could side one thing during Lent that people like to do is do something like give up coffee, your one day a week that you get at Dunkin' Donuts or another coffee shop, and then you use that money that you would have spent buying coffee, a- and you just give the money away for the advancement of God's kingdom. And for the purpose, and this is to allow God to form you as you reach out to others. And it could be other things. I'm not sure what you normally spend money on. Maybe it's, instead of going out to eat once a week for a few weeks, maybe you use that money that you normally would spend going out to the restaurant and you're giving it away for the advancement of God's kingdom. It could be anything. It could be inviting somebody over to give them a good meal to encourage them. So pray about it, think about it, and do it with God. Do whatever God is calling you to do. All right, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel, check out my other videos, and as always, God bless, and may the Lord be with you.